Hi there, my name is Ahmed Abdulrahman, and I'm going to show you my project which I've made for university. So this is the application right here. So I better show you what it does. I'm not going to talk much. So this is basically a screen where you can order food. So we have food over here, drinks over here, and then we have salads over here. Now let's go to the drink section. Now let me press chicken burger, for example. You see this is it just adds up correctly, and this button right here is used to remove it, so I can just add it up. Now this button right here, this field, sorry, so if I go, for example, 10, and you can see it adds up 10. Now if I go back, it will also go back in 10. So you can really play around with this. I can add 50, or if I want I can remove 62 and it goes back to 0. Now so you get how this thing works. Now let me do an order, for example. It doesn't matter. So as you can see in the bottom of the screen, you can also see the total, the absolute total of the order. And if I do go back, it will also go down. So anyway, let's do send order, right? So let's click that. So it's saying food order has been sent. Now I'm going to show you where it's going to be sent. So if I go to my browser right here, if I go to Chrome, this is Firebase. This is Google's database. So I'm going to let this load. So just skip this for now. And as you can see, right here it says food order, and this is the order that we've just sent. So as I was saying, this is the food order right here. It says food order number 1. And if I just click on the plus sign, this is the exact order which we've made. It sends it out. And this is on Google's Firebase, and it's on a browser, so this can be accessed through any phone, as long as you've got a browser. I mean, not just a phone, any device with an internet connection. So let's try this again, shall we? Let's try this again. So if I do let's go to salads, for example. If I just do a random order and click send, it says the order has been sent. So if I go back to the database, you see in real time it sends it in real time. So over here it says salad order, and it says salad order number 1. And if I just click here, the plus sign, this is exactly the order that we just had. Let's try this one more time. Let's do hold on. Oh, sorry, damn. Alright, here we go. So let's do a drinks one, for example. Let's select all of these things and send the order out. As you can see, a new drink order has popped up. Let's do something, another one, for example, really quickly. Send the order. Oops. And you can see a new one is added. It will say drink order number 2, so it will go up in number. So it says 1, 2, and it's gonna go up to 3 if I do another one. So 3. Let's do another one. And you can see it goes up 3, 4, 5. Though you can see this very long, weird, mix of characters, and that's just the ID for every single order that the database generates itself. But what I've just gone ahead and done was, I just added these simple numbers over here, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, for the sake of simplicity. But I'm guessing this could do some more work by adding a more logical ID, because you can see that this is not really easy to read or anything like that. So the whole point of this project was for me to make an application which can communicate with, a database. So this is kind of very similar to the system which McDonald's have, where you just walk in and there's a giant screen in front of you, and you can select, whatever items you want, and then it will send it to the kitchen. So what I've tried to do something similar to this. Now this is not really the neatest way to do it, because for many reasons. I mean, what I would have loved to do was just to create a dedicated web application for this and output all of the orders in a very nice way on that website. But that's something for me in the future to do. And regarding the code for this, it was all written in Java, and it was made using Android Studio. The thing was that it was very messy. The code was very messy because I kept repeating myself. I kept writing out functions and again, even though what I should have done was just create objects and only write one function and not to repeat myself too much, because through my journey of being a programmer, I've noticed that my code has been very repetitive, and I think it's important to notice that, because from now on I can actually make better code. I think it's very important for somebody to just go ahead and code even if it's bad, because how else are you gonna learn any mistakes? So in the future, I'm hoping to further improve on this app. At the moment, this is only just a prototype. It was just from my university. It was from my project. At the moment, like, this is just extremely basic. It can't really be sold at the moment. What I want to do though is further improve it by, I'll show you the interface actually. So as you can see, the application itself, it looks very simple. It's just, buttons, and that's really it. What I really wanted to do was give this app a very nice looking interface. But the problem I had with Android Studio was that it was very difficult actually to learn how to make everything dynamic. Like if I click over here, you can see like this is just a text view. What I would have loved to do is, put it in a scroll view and make it more dynamic and beautiful, but it was very difficult to do so, and I didn't have all the time in the world. So that's one thing I dislike about Android Studio, is that it's far too slow when it comes to development, and it's a little bit difficult to use. I did use NetBeans previously for one of my other applications that I made, and that was far easier to use than this. I think I really like NetBeans a lot more than this. But the good thing about Android Studio is that, the good thing is that because I used Android Studio, a lot of the skills that I've developed, can now be transferable to other frameworks. So the other frameworks which I would love to work on would be Google's framework, which is called Flutter, and Facebook one, which is called React Native. At the moment, I'm looking into Flutter. I really like it, and obviously the skills which I've developed can be easily transferable. So this has all been a huge experience for me. So I'm not really gonna. I don't think I will continue to use Android Studio, because for one obvious reason is that it's only exclusive to Android. I want to make apps for both platforms, which is iOS and Android, and it's a lot more useful. It's a lot more useful when you can create for both platforms. So anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you liked it.